Hello and welcome to my day 10 transmission. I've had 5 hours sleep, but I do feel a little bit more energized than I did yesterday. I played my video back yesterday and I sounded really tired. So I'm a little bit perkier today. So I'm going to get right into the messages. So I was doing some numerology earlier in my head, just as the words and the numbers come through. So we've got the Christ energy, which is a 3, and we've got the Mary Magdalene, which if you add all those numbers together, it comes to 8. Split that with her initials, that's the 4-4 portal. Today is the 10, so we've got the 0 point energy, but the divine masculine and feminine in the through the 1. And tomorrow is going to be the 11, so that's going to be the twin flame reading for the for this timeline. Okay, so I wrote down the word transmission, which I've been calling these transmissions for the 13 days, and they just underline the word mission. And I also got rescue. So you know, I'm just giving you the words. You can make of that what you will. Right, okay, so let me pull the Masters. So we've got Faith, Archangel Michael's counterpart, Lady Venus, Diana. So I think we're still feeling the effects of the moon, which was on the 7th, I think it was. Serapis. I'm just going to pull one more. Odin. Right, okay. So, what's happening here? Very, very potent energy. So I'm going to pull this one with Diana. These usually pair together. So we've got Psychic Insight, Third Eye, and Focused Intention. So again, you know, the messages kind of do get a bit repetitive, but it's because we are using these skills now and we're building up kind of a library of skills to draw on through these next couple of years at least, I'd say, to be able to come to full fruition of who we are as starlights. Obviously that can happen a lot quicker, but I'm going down that timeline for now. So Psychic Insight, your third eye is open, see truth for what it is, follow your intuition, think about what you desire, set your sights high, expect the best possible outcome. And Lady Venus is standing with these two, especially with Diana, and saying truth is being revealed. So they're all talking about this truth. Truth has been revealed, deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm, but what is actually happening is that, here's wanting to swap over, is that through the focused intention, through the third eye, these keys and codes are being released from within you. Okay, I'm feeling the divine feminine really strongly today. That's why I've brought all the goddess cards out. And the violet flame as well. So I've been using this to cleanse every day, and I feel like Easter Sunday, which is the 12th, is going to be a big day for the violet flame energy, but obviously use it today as well. I'm not sure if I showed you that or not. Maybe I didn't. Okay. Horus, Cosmic Gateway. I noticed these two wanted to come together with Serapis. So the Egyptians were very good at using portals and high energy magic, is what Serapis Bey is saying, to manifest what they wanted. And that's what's happening for us now, through the third eye lens. And this cosmic gateway. So Horus is saying your thoughts are magnetic and powerful, miraculous changes are occurring. So that comes back to Diana, who's saying think about what you desire. So what these two are saying is that you can have, Diana's saying you can have whatever you want, whatever you put your focus on, you get. But Horus is saying your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. So just be aware of what you're thinking, okay? And Serapis is obviously coming from the solar sun gateway as well, which is what the Egyptians worked with. Is that everybody? Right, okay, Faith. 5, 6, 7. Right, so do you want another card? Oh, Faith wants a Metatron card, which I think Radha did that yesterday with the Soul Flame card. Let's see what's happening with this. Metatron. Ancestors. So this came out yesterday as well. The number 7, and I said by the 16th, which is next Thursday, things would have been, this timeline would have been healed. That doesn't necessarily mean it can't be healed before that. I'm just working really loosely with the numbers now because of the timeline shifts. But humanity and benevolence, stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. So appreciation and healing. So Faith is standing with the ancestors, and also I think it was Archangel Metatron. I said that if you needed help clearing the ancestor line, you could call on him. Right, let me show you the Metatron book because I forget every single time. So I'm going to show you that now. And then I'm going to pull a number. So again, there's no method to this reading today because the Archangel's not here yet, but I'm just going with what. Right, self-love, number 7. Right, okay, so I know what that is. Right, the reason why we got ancestors and healing, and if you remember White Eagle talked about this a few days ago, is that there are a lot of starseeds that have been persecuted in this lifetime from family members and obviously in times gone by. So that's all been cleared now within your energy field, within your Merkaba, and you can help this by reinforcing the self-love element of yourself through the sacral chakra and the base chakra of safety and security, and also by saying that, declaring this love of self now, because there's been a lot of past lifetimes where it's been give, the starlights give, and they don't take anything back, and there's an imbalance there. And what this 77 is saying, that because it's a 7 and a 7, this balance needs to be rectified now. Okay. Right, let's pull crystals. Yeah, so I'm feeling the energy has really shifted overnight. I felt yesterday was a very heavy energy day, very heavy. And like I said about the seagull, when it dipped quite low. But I personally feel like things are shifting again now. Right, so with this one, Imperial Topaz, confident manifestation. So that's what Serapis Bey was talking about. With the Egyptians and the portals, they knew exactly how to use these portals. And again, we've got the turquoise and teal. Turquoise, that would be in the head dress. So Serapis Bey is saying this solar sun gateway that we are, that we've been going through is confident manifestation. We are now manifesting whatever we want. But who was it that said, think about what you desire? Okay, so these two standing together with the teal and the turquoise, saying, but think about what you desire as well. Because when you can have everything in the shop, you don't necessarily want everything in the shop. You might just, There might be a couple of things, but be really careful about your thoughts, about your manifestations, because, you know, it's almost instant. And Horus is coming in again to say your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Right, I'm going to pull 3 goddesses. I have no idea how to pronounce this. Quiet time, Sige. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate and contemplate. So obviously that's what everybody's doing over the Easter anyway, because we're in the social distancing. But I think it's really probably starlights more than anybody. Hathor, receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy and ability to give to others. So that's going back to your thoughts. Allow yourself to receive. Okay, and Hathor obviously standing as the Egyptian with Serapis Bey. And then we've got Sarasvati. I can never pronounce this. Express yourself through creative activities. So again, that's about the right, so these two are the same colour. So what these two are saying, well, similar colour, green, what these two are saying, it's very healing to go off and do something by yourself. She's sat near a body of water, and this one's just, you know, got a finger to her lips saying, be quiet, I'm having some me time, which can be quite difficult in this social distancing. But if you can, go off and either play the piano, do a bit of drawing, maybe some channeled writing, journaling, anything that gets you into that your own space, okay, and give that gift of time to yourself. You know, we've been in a rat race where we've been saying never have enough time to do anything, going to work, going to classes, or you know, watching TV programs, trying to cram everything in, and suddenly we're plunged into this, very quickly plunged into this, having hours and hours of energy, time stretching before us. But Faith is saying take some of that time and concentrate on you, even if you've got children. Okay, pull an animal. Right, Griffin. Never had this one before. Griffin, spiritual endeavour. If you are visited by a griffin, you may need to look to see if your human and spiritual bodies are in balance. You could either be too focused on earthly endeavours, forgetting that in essence you are spirit, or you may be too entrenched in spiritual lessons, ignoring important lessons that the human form is offering to you. So this, I'm taking this to be, you may need to look and see if you're balanced, too focused on earthly endeavours. So there's a lot of people running around with, you know, worrying about what's going to happen on the earth, about finances, which is understandable, but there's an imbalance there. I'm going to say something else about that in a second. Just let me pull another card. And do this one. The Griffin's an unusual one because I've not had that one before. It could be the divine masculine feminine imbalance I was talking about yesterday. Oh right, okay. Now I know what it is. It's an imbalance in the wealth. It's an imbalance in wealth. So when it says you may be too entrenched in spiritual lessons, ignoring the human lessons that the human form is offering to you. There are a lot of starlights and people in the spiritual arena that don't charge for their work, and they will give everything away for free. Give from the heart. This is what the angel of manifestation is saying. But that does create an imbalance. And it creates an imbalance because your aura starts to then emit this give energy, but you are blocking the receiving of it. So what Hathor is saying, receptivity, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy and ability to give to others. There has to be a balance there. And also what this is saying is that if you, it's about the worthiness. It's about the self-love. A lot of starlights don't have very much self-love in terms of base and sacral chakra. They don't feel very worthy of the bounty that's on Mother Earth. And what Horus is saying is that your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. You can have everything you want. You've just got to be very aware of what you're asking for and that there's not an imbalance there. Okay. Money is a very, very common issue with starlights because we don't understand the monetary system. Because the galaxies, the universes and the planets we come from, they don't have that. They don't have that system. Right, so I'm seeing these are the, oh, sorry, one sec. These are the heart zone. Right, just before we get into the words, and I don't know what they're going to tell us, but I'm seeing this as a traffic light system. This is the solar sun gateway. This is the third eye, and this is the violet flame. Okay, so what this card is saying through the heart and through the third eye is that this solar energy may need cleansing through the violet flame, but that's entirely up to you if that's what you want to do. Old feelings are resurfacing, and again you find yourself in an emotional roller coaster. This is what I was saying yesterday about the dipping. Don't fight it. Instead, allow these feelings to surface without judging them. They are neither good nor bad. They are simply a part of you. Own them, embrace them, and love them. Bless the past and be grateful for the deep and profound healing that is taking place. So not only is that giving a nod to the self-love, it's also saying about the ancestral healing. Bless the past and be grateful for the deep and profound healing that is taking place, that all of these timelines are collapsing now. Okay, so there's great comfort in that, I think. Right, who wants to go next? Let's do the fractals. Keys and codes. That's the first one. I really have felt a big energy shift. This is a number 5, and I'm not really supposed to say anything, so I'm not going to. Yes, I am. These are the chakras that are overlaid. The colours are overlaid and they're being infused with the crystalline diamond light, your crystalline diamond light in your matrix. Okay. And these are the DNA cells being upgraded. Had to say that. And I'm going to say something for the next two as well. I'm actually going to break the rules for once. Believe it or not, I know I'm a starseed and I am very good at working with energy. I do find it difficult to overstep boundaries for the rules on the planet. So I'm learning that, you know, with integrity, there are some things that need to be shifted. Surfacing. I'm going to put that to one side for a minute because there's another card to come out for that. It might be this one or it might be the next one. Okay, so these two are together. Obviously, they're both S's, same colours. This is slightly different. It's got a bit of red in it, but shifting and surfacing. So, what I'm getting with this is that there is a lot of shifting sand. They're talking about sand being moved around a lot, like quicksand, really. And when quicksand moves, a lot of it, whatever's hidden underneath comes to the surface. So we're seeing a lot of shifting of timelines here, and there are going to be a lot of people, I've said this before, that are going to be shocked by what comes out of that. But you can't get this or this without this. It's impossible. Things have to shift and move, and that's what we're being shown. I did get a literal earthquake. I know there's earthquakes going on all over the planet all the time, smaller ones, but I did feel this morning that I felt quite a big one coming. Sometimes it can be literal, sometimes it's energetic. Okay, right, so can't have all those, I'll just take top one. Okay, 25, this is the crystalline diamond light energy. And again, that's the number 7. So we've got, so let me put this down. Right, so we've got 3 7s now. Where's it gone? So we're moving from, once we get the self-love, and that is within this Merkaba, and the self-healing is within this Merkaba. This is your aura, your divine blueprint, and all of these 3 are working together to bring us to this point. Okay. Right, who wants to go next? Good Tarot next. Wheel of Fortune, number 10, that's today. So I did say there's been a big shift in energy, and I can feel it. The wheel is turning, and in our favour, I would definitely say at this moment in time. Odin saying, look at the colours are very similar. Nature, natural colours, but he's saying just, be really aware of where you're bringing this energy in. But you will feel big shifts as well. And the shift card is mirroring that Wheel of Fortune. It's the same. That's what it is. The wheel turning. The wheel is turning in our favour. Right, I'm going to pull 3 more masters in. And then that's the Good Tarot Clip Baronade. It's a beautiful day here as well, so I think people are going to struggle a bit in terms of wanting to be with family and friends, and also wanting to go out, but we really have to stay strong with it. Right, I've got Commander Ashtar number 3, and I've got Lord Maitreya number 3, so they're standing on the Christ timeline energy. Let's see, the last one is the Sphinx. Okay, so obviously the Sphinx goes with Hathor and Serapis Bey. I connect to the God force within the Sphinx, and I've talked about the Sphinx before. It's the 5th dimensional records for the earth and the information within the crystal skulls. You were invited to visit the tunnel from the Sphinx to Hollow Earth, a portal of wisdom linked to the ascended aspect of Mars. You can radiate peace and oneness throughout the universe. So you might want to link to the Sphinx or any sacred site on the planet at this time. Lord Maitreya, Great White Brotherhood. I connect with the Great White Brotherhood and radiate pure white light today. That's what this is. Okay. Purity of thought, word and deed. So what the Christ is saying, that, you know, we do bang on a bit about love, forgiveness, joy, all the rest of it. You are asked to be an example of right living for your light that will draw many to the ascension way. Your reward is the peace that passes all understanding and the joy of flowing smoothly on your higher path in life. So that's what the Christ energy was all about. I just thought I'd bring him in a little bit just because he is quite pivotal today in terms of, you know, the history books. Whether you identify with religion or not, and I certainly don't. I do work with Christ energy, which is completely different to the religious energy. Right, let's pull these two, and then I'll do the Archangels. Share your voice, come out of the cave. Persecution, expression. So persecution, this is again is a nod to the Christ timeline, that he, in spite of everything, he you know, he said what he thought. He walked his is that the, what's the phrase? He walked the talk, literally. And we are embodiments of the Christ consciousness energy. So what do? Walk the talk. Okay, right, let's do the other one. I like to do these in pairs. Oh. Right, this won't surprise you to learn if you watched my one yesterday. We've got exactly the same cards again today. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. A new earth, it's happening. Keep holding the vision. The Christ timeline is all about holding this vision as the Christ did. That's what we're doing now. Okay. Right, that purity card's going to come back in. Let's pull a dragon. This is what I mean about the energy. It seems to be flowing a lot better today. My channel is clearer. My channel is always clear, but yesterday it was like I was kind of reading in a bit of a fog. I mean, I know I was tired, but there was energy around it was kind of like pulling mud, like, you know, pulling yourself through thick mud. Right, orange gold dragon from Arcturus opens you to knowledge. For the new golden age, carry the energy of the future, be a guiding light. So that's what this energy is. Okay. And that looks a bit Egyptian looking to me as well. Arcturus, I don't know much about them. I'm more of an Andromedan girl myself, but I am aware of Arcturus, obviously. And then we've got Thor's red, black and gold dragon. So we've got red, gold and the black eyeliner. Egyptians were really famous for wearing black eyeliner. Protects you in times of change, a time of rapid transition and transformation. Relax, you are safe. So we're good to go with it. So here we've got the red and gold, and then we've got the orange and gold. So we're going back to the base chakra and the sacral. And I've said this for the last few days, that's how the energy is transmitting itself through the lower chakras. We have to get in the lower chakras. There's no point being up here in the turquoise energy and the gold energy of the crown chakra if we're not going to use it. And we need to ground it in there. Right, okay. Right, that's why they brought out that. They reminded me of something that came through this morning. Right, so divine feminine, divine masculine. Jesus was known, or the Christ was known as the king of, you know, whatever. So we're being crowned, and I think I said this the other day, we're being crowned with the gold, we're being given gold crowns as royalty of the cosmos. So we need to own that. Wear your crown with pride today. And that's what that self-love is about as well. Okay. Right. I want a bit more information about this crown, please. Who can give me that? Right, Rumi can give me that, but I'm just going to pull astrology cards first, because they're going to tie in somehow. Right, so I want purple. Yeah, can't make it up, can you really? That one. And then I want a blue one as well, please. Right, okay. So we've got Christ as the wounded healer. Your healing power, empathy and ability to teach or learn remedies. So that's who this is. We've got the 9th house. Broadening your horizons either spiritually, academically or on a long journey. And we've been on a very long journey. But look at the gold crown. And we've got the gold crown here. The energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud and passionate. Focuses on the importance of self-belief. This is your crown. This is what we've got now. Self-love. Through self-love, we've got this crown. It's already here. You're already wearing it. You just need to have the self-belief that you are. Okay. No more of this playing small, wounded. We're done with it all now. Right, I'm going to pull another crystal card. And then we'll bring Rumi in to talk about the royalty. I'm flying through these today, which is really good. Right, okay, so this is number 2. So you need to rest. We know that anyway. We're resting. Aragonite. I would say organite as well. If you've got a piece of that, just carry it with you. Just so that... just hold on one sec. This is a mandala, so this will give you keys and codes as well through the thing. So the number 2 is giving me mind chatter again about the twin flames, about what's happening. Why is he not here? Why is she not here? Why aren't we together? Is this going to happen over Easter? What can I sense? What can I feel? Give your mind a rest from that. Okay. It's all in divine timing, I'm being told. Right, so on that note then, let's ask Rumi about twin flame, and I'm going to ask Mary Magdalene as well, because obviously she is twin flame of the Christ. So let's pull Rumi first. A new gown. We had this a few weeks ago. Now what I actually do want to find a card in here. Just because I want to show you something. It's here. It was on the bottom. Right, the Cloak of Christ. So this is the ending, the number 9. We're being given a new gown, and this is it, the Cloak of Christ. So this is the 4/4 portal. Look how much pink is in there. So this Cloak of Christ is the divine masculine and feminine combined with the pink and the gold. This is one whole unit rather than the separation of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. On the old Christ timeline wounding, this is what we've stepped into in this portal. This is the divine masculine, the divine masculine, the divine feminine. This is the new gown, the new cloak. This is your new crown. This is what you're wearing now. Okay. Right, let's ask. So that sorts out the crown. Let's ask Mary about the twin flame energy. Okay, because I know there are still a lot of starseeds out there that are still quite unsure as to what's happening around. Purgatory. Okay, so no more of this being in purgatory. Thinking about the twin flames that have been together in past lives, that have been slain for and been kept apart or been separated. They've ended up not being with the highest polarized, positive polarized energy they should have been with. There's no more of that now. This purgatory would have been really pertinent for today, for the Christ timeline wounding. But that's gone. That's gone now. This is what the Solar Sun Gateway has done for us. But just let me pull two more. So the Magdalene is at the top and Revelation is at the bottom. So it's been revealing now. It's been revealed to us how entrenched we have all been in this very confusing energy, but this has sorted it out. This Solar Sun Gateway has sorted that out, and the Magdalene is saying that we're operating from this energy now, okay, which is the violet light, the third eye, through the violet flame cleansing, and through this portal we've been given these revelations. Mary's saying she's actually wanting to be called the Magdalene there, the Christ and the Magdalene. Okay. Right, Metatron numbers and anything with it. Oh, Archangels. Right, Metatron, do you want to go first? No. Right, Archangels. These ones. Right, faith. So faith is already here. I'll just pull her out in a sec. Patience from Michael, standing with Serapis Bey, and Jophiel, liberation. Right, so let's see if I can find her. Where is she gone? She's here. Right, so faith. To Raziel, standing with faith, and just saying through this vision of the violet flame, hold the faith because it's happening now. And she wants me to put that on with that. New Earth. This is it. And the colours are very similar there. Okay. Jophiel, liberation from purgatory. That's what this is. When we come through this is what we get. This beautiful crystalline diamond light inner being. And that's a nod to the winged messengers, which are Horus. So liberation, take flight. We had the seagull yesterday, didn't we? So it's about liberation, take flight, and also oh, is there hiding? Odin as well. So it's about the element of air taking flight. Okay. Right. Let's pull Metatron now. Tree of Life, 32, number 5. 52 priorities, building blocks for life. Let's have one more. Endings. Right, okay. Again, we've got 5, 7 and 9, so look at the numbers. As, you know, on every video I say look at the numbers. So we've got endings. This is, you know, speaks for itself. End of purgatory, end of whatever you want to call it. It's the 9, no more. Number 7, priorities, building blocks for life. So again, we've got the pyramid. Oh, sorry, Michael, I forgot about you. So building blocks for life. So Michael's saying have patience. So we've got Serapis Bey with the pyramids. So what Serapis Bey is saying, let's put this tree of life down for a sec. What Serapis Bey is saying, the Egyptians worked really hard to build the pyramids. Yes, they were built by sound, but they also had to be constructed. Somebody had to put that idea together to manifest that reality. So Michael's saying have patience because the pyramids weren't built in a day. Okay, so your priorities and your building blocks for life will not be built back up in one day, but patience is key for that. Okay. And then the tree of life, number 5, travel on. Right, this is about choices again. What do you choose? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? In terms of twin flames, we've got wings at the top, wings at the bottom. I'm actually going to put that to one side for one sec because it's tied into the numbers somehow. So I will. Right, that's how it's tied into numbers. Number 5. Okay, so we're burning off the carbon. We're coming into the, hope you can see these cards. We're burning off the carbon. We're coming into the diamond light core, which is us. Okay, through the heart, through the divine masculine and feminine. The alchemy of that. This is the alchemy. The tree of life is the alchemy. What do you wish to produce? And again, it's about your thoughts of there's very quick manifestations for all of these. So when you dive into these colours, you're being given an array of colours there. What do you want to dive into? Okay. Right, I'll carry on with the cards, the numbers. These cards feel very different than yesterday, I have to say. Right, okay, so immediately I'm going to go to the 3 aces, which is 33 if you count it as 11. So that is 33, and then you've got another 3 there, which is the 333 timeline. A lot of us, I know I resonate with the 333 energy. So in terms of that, we then have another 3, because that's the Jack is classed as an 11, so that's 21, which is a 3 again. So it's all about the 3 energy now that is being, the timelines are being reconstructed so that we can go into this 444 energy, which is our Archangel angelic mastery of self. So it's not about relying on archangels or anybody else to, you know, that saviour energy. It's about us. It's about our energy within ourselves. So I'm going to go back to the Divine Masculine for this again, because this is carbon, shadow work, sorry. So it's Divine Masculine doing the shadow work through the Divine Crystalline Matrix. And that's 13, so that will be Easter Monday, when that timeline is should be completed. For you, right, I was going to do one last Mary Magdalene card. She just wants to come in. Lastly is the Magdalene. A message for us. Co-creation. She's saying the Christ and her were co-creation in action, and that's what the starlights are now. Co-creation in action. Keys and codes through the eyes, which is Lady Venus. Okay, so thank you for listening and watching, and I will see you tomorrow for day 11 transmission. Bye.